I wanted to post an updated video on the things that we know about the death of Dr. John Forsyth. Dr. John Forsyth, who was 49 years old at the time of his disappearance, was last seen May 21st in Cassville, Missouri. He was seen on surveillance video in the parking lot of a public pool in Cassville. Around 7 a.m. this morning, Dr. John Forsyth sent a text message to his fiancée saying that he would see her soon. I have seen different things about what I'm going to say next, so I want you to keep that in mind. I have seen that a car pulled up and he got into the car and left his own car unlocked. And I have also seen that he got into the car but got out of the other car before it left the parking lot. Either way, either he got into the vehicle and left his own car unattended and unlocked, and that vehicle pulled out of the parking lot with him in it, or he got into the vehicle, there was some discussion, he got out of the vehicle before the vehicle left the parking lot. Dr. John Forsyth's vehicle was found, like I said, unlocked with his keys, his wallet, 2 cell phones, a laptop, all the things that a person would take with them and more. According to the brother of Dr. John Forsyth, the area where his vehicle was left was an area that a person would normally park in. It was actually intended for trash. So that all happened on May 21st, and also on May 21st, Dr. John Forsyth was scheduled for a shift in the emergency room at Mercy Hospital. He had been staying in an RV in the hospital parking lot. That was something that he did when he was on call so that he could sleep, but also be there if he was needed. But he failed to show up for that shift, which I have seen in another video is criminal behavior. A doctor has to show up for their shift, and there have been very few times that he even missed work, much less not even showing up for his shift. So he was reported missing, and because he was reported missing, his car was found on May 22nd. So then really not a lot happens until May 30th when a body is found at Lost Bridge South, I believe is the area, on Beaver Lake. What is later identified as the remains of Dr. John Forsyth is found by a kayaker on the lake. So according to the map, it's a 35 to 40 minute drive, depending on which way you go, from where the estimated location that Dr. John Forsyth was in to where his remains were found. When his remains were found, it was seen that he had suffered a gunshot wound. Before his remains were found, police initially said that there were no signs of foul play. They really haven't commented since his remains were found, except to say that there's no threat to the public. The brother of Dr. John Forsyth has came out and said that he thinks that there's no way that Dr. John Forsyth did this himself, and that he strongly suspects foul play. He believes that his brother was abducted, taken to the lake, shot, and thrown into the lake. He also shockingly says that this is not the first time that his brother has been kidnapped. He says that Dr. John Forsyth was kidnapped in February of 2022. He was zip-tied, taken to a bridge, threatened, and eventually released. He doesn't know why that would happen, but he did say that his brother felt like he was in danger, and for that reason, it was never reported to the police. Dr. John Forsyth was a father to 8 kids. He and his wife had recently divorced for the second time, and he got engaged 3 days before he went missing. The attorney for Dr. John Forsyth, as well as the attorney for his ex-wife, say that the split was amicable, but Dr. John Forsyth was ordered to pay $3,999 a month in child support, as well as an additional $15,000 a month to his ex-wife. Police have not said what the manner of death is. They haven't said exactly where the body was found. They haven't said how Dr. John Forsyth got to where he was found, or where they believe that he was unalived. They haven't said who was in the other vehicle or if a weapon was ever found. We'll continue to update with information as it becomes available.